suspected gunman in the deadly shooting on the Las Vegas Strip made his first court appearance this morning. The Clark County coroner also identifying the victims. Here's a pic of them: 44-year-old Rodney Finley and 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. Our Andrew Nomura joins us now from the downtown Las Vegas area with more on what he's learned about this case, along with reaction from several YouTubers who showed up in court today. Andrew?
Oh, YouTubers showed up.
Yeah, that's correct, LaToya. At least 3 YouTubers were present when 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz made his first court appearance. They also shared insights as to their reasons why this beef turned deadly.
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for 2 counts of open murder with use of a deadly weapon.
41-year-old Manuel Ruiz makes his first court appearance Tuesday, 2 days after.
This man is 41 years old. (41) and killed another YouTuber. Because what? Because copyright strikes? Is that what you're telling me? Because they was beefing. They used to be friends. They used to do stunts. And then it made a turn for the worse. And one of them struck somebody. And they started playing with people's livelihoods. Getting them demonetized. Playing with people's money. I thought it was all about entertainment. Huh? What happened to the entertainment? It's not entertainment no more? So now it's deadly. My God.
After he allegedly shot and killed 2 people along the Las Vegas Strip near the Bellagio fountains. The Clark County Court YouTubers were present when 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz made his first court appearance. They also shared insights as to their reasons why this beef turned deadly.
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for 2 counts of open murder with use of a deadly weapon.
41-year-old Manuel Ruiz makes his first court appearance Tuesday, 2 days after he allegedly shot and killed 2 people along the Las Vegas Strip near the Bellagio fountains. The Clark County coroner officially identifying them as 43 and 44-year-old Tanisha and Rodney Finley.
I thought it was just all for YouTube content. I didn't think he was going to actually shoot him and shoot his wife and kill him. I didn't think it was going to go that far.
This apparent YouTube beef turned tragedy, getting the attention of other creators like Marquise Wiley, who showed up to court in support of the victims.
Creators competing for viewers. That's what I thought it was about. I didn't think it was going to end in violence.
A judge ordering Strip near the Bellagio fountains. The Clark County coroner officially identifying them as 43 and 44-year-old Tanisha and Rodney Finley.
I thought it was just all for YouTube content. I didn't think he was going to actually shoot him and shoot his wife and kill him. I didn't think it was going to go that far.
This apparent YouTube beef turned tragedy, getting the attention of other creators like Marquise Wiley, who showed up to court in support of the victims. He says the bad blood has started brewing more than a year ago.
It was all about who was the biggest Las Vegas YouTube content creator. And it was just, they was in competition. And when you watch YouTube, you see different creators competing for viewers. That's what I thought it was about. I didn't think it was going to end in violence.
A judge ordering Ruiz to be held without bail. Wiley says this incident is not a representation of all influencers.
They make all YouTubers look bad right now because people think that we are violent and stuff like that. I have the Wiley show. I'm not violent. What Ruiz did was, it was unethical, it was stupid, and he deserved to be in prison.
Oh, wow.
Well, Ruiz is slated to be back in court this Thursday to be arraigned on open murder charges. For now, live
what is
here in Las
open
Vegas,
murder
Andrew
charges?
Nomura, News Story.
Hi, there is Dr.
What
Chad
is
Walden,
open
co-founder of
murder?
Native Path.
What does open murder mean?
Next here tonight, new developments in last night's deadly shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. The man police say is responsible turned himself in earlier today. Ryan Ketchum walks us through what happened Sunday night and what one witness saw.
Less than 24 hours ago on this same walkway that tourists are using right now in front of the Bellagio fountains was a scene of chaos after a deadly shooting broke out. One tourist tells me he saw it all happen.
We heard about 7 to 8 gunshots when we were sitting out here in the balcony. My wife and I were actually watching the fountain view here on our balcony, and just out of nowhere, we heard a first bang. We looked at each other, and then the bangs just started coming. It was a horrifying situation.
Edward and his wife are in town for their 13th wedding anniversary. He tells me that both of them were in shock and fear when the shots rang out.
From where we were at, I mean, it was just so loud.
I was just there last year, around the
maybe
same
6-7
time.
feet away from us. You know, that's why we got so scared. We don't know where it was coming from at the moment.
Edward captured this video showing the moments following the shooting that killed 2 people. Heavy police response blocking all travel in front of the Bellagio.
Las Vegas Police Department, they showed up instantly, you know, and that makes us feel safe.
Police announcing Monday morning they arrested 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz. They say the suspect walked into the Henderson Police Department, turning himself in. He's being held on 2 charges of open murder with a deadly weapon. Police say this is an isolated incident that may have stemmed from a social media dispute. Edward and his wife returned to the Strip Monday, less than 24 hours later. But despite there being no active threat, he tells me that still, they had an uneasy feeling being there. Do you think you'll ever be able to erase that from your mind the next time you're in front of the Bellagio fountains, or do you think it's just going to play over and over again?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to erase.
The same sentiment was shared by tourists Monday. Is it in the back of your mind at all now?
Oh yes, definitely. You know, like not just here, but just anywhere. Like since this happened, you got to be more aware of your surroundings.
We are still working to learn more information on what led up to this deadly shooting, such as how many shots were fired and the identity of the victims. We will continue to keep you updated both on air and online with the latest information. Reporting in front of the Bellagio Hotel and Casino, I'm Ryan Ketchum.
First, everyone was just trying to look like, oh, maybe someone painted. But then as police cars started coming over, everyone got very, very concerned.
And you are waking up to breaking news this morning from the overnight hours. 2 people are dead following a feud, according to authorities on social media, that just spilled into gunfire in front of the Bellagio fountains hours ago. Thank you for being here. I'm Kim Wagner. Our live team coverage continues this morning. Police still looking for the person who pulled the trigger, who the person responsible for this shooting. As you can see, it was quite chaotic right there in front of the Bellagio fountains as people were wrapping up having fun in our city. This happened right before the 11 o'clock hour last night. Our Andrew Nomura is on the case this morning. He is going to break down who they believe was involved in the online feud that possibly led to the deadly gunfire. And also News 3's Alora Lagarde is breaking down the timeline of how this all went down. Let's kick things off with Alora first. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Kim. We have been talking in these past few hours about what we have been seeing so far. It goes into this deadly shooting that happened, claiming the lives of 2 victims. Just to show you right now what we're seeing, Kim, we still have this area blocked off. We are at South Las Vegas Boulevard on the 3600 block. It goes all the way down to Flamingo. We have literally this whole entire area of the Strip is completely blocked off right now. But here's what we do know, Cam. Metro Police responded to a shooting on the Strip last night on the 3600 block of Las Vegas Boulevard near the Bellagio fountains around 10:40 p.m. Police ran towards the gunfire and found 2 victims on the ground suffering from gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving measures, both victims were pronounced dead on the scene. Here are the moments that police heard that gunfire, and we warn you, what you are about to hear and see might be disturbing. believe they have the suspect identified and
peace
that
to
this
them
is
both.
an isolated incident. Now, they also tell us that this involved some sort of social media beef between the victim and the suspect. The Undersheriff Andrew Walsh spoke to us during a press conference at the scene last night. Here's a listen.
At this point, every effort is being made by members of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to locate, apprehend, and arrest the suspect who's responsible for this crime.
Now, they have not identified the name of the suspect or the victims at this time, but we are still awaiting those answers. But what we can say is that it is a very somber feeling right now, having 2 lives being lost. We're now going to send it right on over to Andrew Nomura, who's going to give us a little bit more regarding that social media aspect to it. Andrew?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, tons of police presence here from our end. Currently, right now at Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo, here on top of the pedestrian walkway, where we are getting our best vantage point of police presence here, as they have blocked off any entryway onto Las Vegas Boulevard in front of the Bellagio fountains. But just like you alluded to, Kim, Undersheriff Walsh mentioning that this whole feud started on
Folks need
social
to
media.
stop playing on YouTube.
At this point, we believe we have the suspect identified and that this is an isolated incident, knowing that the suspect and the victim had previously engaged in some type of conflict using a variety of social media platforms.
Yeah, from what we can make out as we were doing our due diligence here, this apparently beef between what's called City Manny, a YouTuber, also between Finny, the legend. Of course, this information not confirmed at this point, but doing some process journalism this morning, we also saw that a tweet alleged that the beef was between these 2 YouTubers. Of course, we are working with authorities to figure out the best way, getting more information, and when we do, we'll be sure to bring that to you on air and online on news3lv.com. Kim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
And Andrew, before we let you go, have they given you any indication that we've seen the social media images of the person with a gun and using it, so it seems fairly easy to identify the person. Authorities have saying they do know who the person is, but they've yet to be arrested. Are they sharing any information as to why? Do they not know where he is? Are they getting a tactical team together to move in? Are they sharing anything like that?
That's a really good question, Kim. From what we can gather based on Andrew Walsh's press conference, not taking a lot of questions at all last night, but of course they will be turning over any stone unturned to make sure that they get this person. But when we get those details, we'll be sure to update you.
All right, thank you, Andrew Nomura, and before him, Alora Lagarde with our live team coverage of 2 people who have been shot and killed in front of the famous Bellagio fountains just hours ago. Thank you for that, Andrew.
Have you heard about Ryoko Pro? This is the cutting-edge portable Wi-Fi hotspot that people wish they found out about soon.
It's a sad. People play on YouTube all the time. It went from playing to serious, just like
this
that.
is just gonna be like a fine tap in the wrist, you know what I mean? It'll be quick, you know. And as far as like Fremont will have to understand that in this case it was not like it was not an attack, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. You gotta see the big picture. But anyways, and guys, I ain't gonna blame nobody. I ain't gonna blame my best friend for it. I'll go and do my time, or whatever it is, I'll take care of it, you know?
All right, let's get into part 2 of this video. Breaking down the background of the Sincity feud that's had the YouTube streets buzzing. Based on what I found, this whole beef actually started offline in real life before it ever made its way to social media. So here's what happened. Finny the Legend and his wife, known online as Bubbly, were in Las Vegas. While they were casually streaming and recording their trip, they happened to pass by a street performance. And that's where they encountered City Manny, who's known for performing in costume along the strip. Now, here's the twist. Bubbly was filming the surroundings, and at some point, captured footage of Manny performing. Apparently, Manny didn't take kindly to being recorded and things escalated quickly. He pushed her phone away mid-recording. That simple
They
act
do not
sparked a
like people to
confrontation.
record them on. Oh. They want you to pay them. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, hold on.
I'm not sure what you watched, but then when the witch tried to swing her stick or staff or whatever and tried to hit me. So I understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand. I can sit and I can say whatever I want to. This is America. We have freedom of speech. So I can say what I want to say in your face. But when you put your hands on me or when you spray something on me, that's when we have a problem. So what you're saying is fine.
Hey,
I don't
Max.
have any problem with what you're saying, and you absolutely have a
I
right
don't
to
know what's
feel the way
going
that
on
you
with my
feel
device.
and
Can
to
you hear me?
believe what you believe.
Are
I don't
you
have
here?
any
Okay.
problem with that.
I
But
don't
I
know.
certainly think
It won't
that
let me go
when you put your hands on me, that's where I have a problem, and that's where I draw
vertical.
the line. And then when you spray something on me, then that's where I draw the line. In addition, my other problem is you're out here videoing people and you're not asking people if they are allowing you to video them. So when somebody videos you, then you're upset about the situation. Yeah, I'm kind of taking a little bit of issue with that, Jasmine. Like, I don't think that I mean, you don't necessarily know me. And again, I appreciate your perspective. You are right that I did go into the situation. Absolutely right. But I certainly think that if I
But it's
come to
still
you and I
messed
say
up because
something
it
about
won't
you,
let
you
me
still don't have the
go.
right to put your hands on me.
It tells
I think that's where
me
we need to draw the line. And if you think that
orientation
that's
is
okay,
locked.
all right,
Rotate device
girl,
back.
that's what you think.
And that moment marked a turning point. Their channel began to gain major traction as
So
more
on
and
my
more
end,
people
it's
tuned
upside
in.
down.
Why? Because apparently many others had also had issues with MONEYBAGGYO, and this incident gave them a voice and a platform to speak out. Support for Finny grew, and so did the drama. As their views and subscribers climbed, so did their confidence, leading to regular weekly live streams where they didn't hold back. These streams quickly turned into sessions filled with verbal attacks,
I'll be
mockery,
back.
and insults aimed at MONEYBAGGYO, his crew,